Good morning, you guys. Happy Hump Day Wednesday. It is Hump Day Wednesday, January 31st. The end of the first month of the new year. The last day of the first month of the new year. Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Happy Hump Day. How are you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing well this morning. I hope you slept well. I slept pretty good. Was up off and on throughout the night as always. Not as much as usual. I didn't really have any crazy dreams or anything, y'all. And I'm glad, especially since I probably wouldn't have been able to remember them anyway. So I wanted to check something right quick. Just checking something really fast. Yeah, my sister sent a video yesterday, right? And why come? And it's late, go to look at the video. And so it started off with this kid standing in this mirror. It looks like he was at a hotel or something like that. And it looks like he was up pretty high, right? And he's standing and he's looking, he has something in his hand, I guess, to try to defend himself or whatever. And, one second. So, and he's looking down, and I didn't have it where I could hear the sound. I'm glad I didn't, because it probably would have freaked me out. And so, running across the street, you could see somebody running across the street, looked like it was kind of fast. And he looked down, and just as he looked down, because they ran across, when he looked down, they should have been outside, going across. But instead, they were already at the damn door. So how did they get up that fast, that high? And knocking at the door, I guess. The sound was off. But you can hear him turn and look at the door. And he started backing up like he was, terribly afraid. And you can see like something moving around at the bottom of the door. Next thing you know, the door opens. A hand comes through. And whatever or whoever was at the door was huge, was thin but really tall, and came in the door and looked like this, and the boy was like, and they just showed the eyes. I was like, why was I not prepared for this? You send the little link, you should have said what it was about. And she could have, and I just didn't see it because, sometimes when they text a lot, I miss a lot. But I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. The odd thing was, I didn't look away. And I wasn't like, like I normally would be. But I was a little like, really? I guess there's some kind of movie coming out. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Yeah, I did not get my creamer, nor any more whipped cream. And I just used the last of the whipped cream. So I made my coffee, and I made the one that I had yesterday, the mocha. And I used the powder creamer. I had some powder creamer left in there, and I used the powdered sugar. And the last of the week is so good. I had to get up this morning when I came in to get prepared. Mr. Kitty Cat, I came in, I turned the light on, it was a block of something in the middle of my bedroom floor, and I'm like, okay, what is that? I pretty much noticed everything that's a little different or out of place. I'm like, well, what is this? Did he? I know this cat didn't crap in my floor. Like, we're not doing that. That's one thing I will not do. I've been and grabbed him up like you do them dogs and rub his nose and head and everything in it. But no, it was, the cat, when they cough up the cat ball, it was that, and he threw up. And I should have known that he would because he's so greedy, and it's my fault too because I had given him the can of tuna. I gave it to him yesterday morning. He ate it all. And so then he was in the garbage, right? And then last night he acted like he's starving, so I gave him just a little bit of cat food. Not a lot, just a little. And so I think all of that on top of the fact, like I said, him being in the garbage, his little tummy probably couldn't, handle it. So yeah, I had to get that up this morning with my little Clorox wipes. So he did that in my room and just a little bit in the doorway, the front doorway. So I got all of that up this morning. Hey man, it happens. Hell, we pig out and throw up. What's that, a rubber band? Probably. So yeah, y'all. Tomorrow's gonna start day one. I'm really getting on the ball weight wise and trying to be a little bit more healthier because I honestly believe that's a lot what's going on with me. I am so tired all the time. Like right now, I'm just so tired. My face has broken out tremendously, painfully so. And it's just enough is enough. When I was weighed yesterday, I was weighed more than I was back where I started from. I'm like I said, I'm weighing more than I weighed when I was 9 months pregnant with either of my children. Neither one of my children did I weigh what I'm weighing now. And you're probably saying, well, how much is that? I don't have a problem sharing it. I was weighed yesterday and I'm back at 195. 195. So that has to come off. That has to come down. That's not working with me. That's not giving. So we're gonna have to get rid of that weight. Like, no, we're gonna have to get rid of that. I cannot accept that. I can't. My body, my mind is just emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, all of the above. I cannot accept that. I'm not going to accept it. It has to come off, period. It's very uncomfortable. Some of y'all probably understand what I mean, and some don't. I don't say it to be, funny acting. I'm just being truthful. That it's uncomfortable. Sitting up there like Miss Piggy. I wonder if I'm doing this right. As always, you guys, I'm trying to get it together here. So yesterday, I did take myself a hot bath. Much needed. I took my computer in with me, my tablet and my laptop And I finished watching The Beekeeper. I liked it. I really liked it. It was really good. I'm glad that I went back to finish it. At first I was not going to, but I'm glad I did, because in going to finish it, I saw Animal. Animal is on there, so I think I'm gonna watch Animal tonight. I'm looking forward to watching Animal. I remember seeing the previews for it, the trailers, and I was like, oh, this looks like it's gonna be good. So I definitely want to watch that. Definitely want to watch that. My kitchen is completely clean. There were some dishes last night, and then after I talked to you guys, there were some dishes that I needed to wash, so I got all of that done last night. Fixed Jeremiah plate, and then I, got all the dishes that was left, because I was like, I'm not gonna want to get up in the morning trying to wash no dishes, especially if I'm running late for whatever reason. So yeah, I got it done last night. I swept. Why is it not showing? Sorry guys, I'm trying to pull up something that's not trying to. Let's try it again. So, it was really good. I liked it. Now, I see what my sister was talking about the female lead. I can't remember what else I seen her play in or on. And I think she acted the same in that as well. Meaning it wasn't the best. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't the worst either. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. Right? Like, the way she acted was a bit, I don't know the word. I don't know, it just wasn't the best, right? Now, I do get and understand completely the fact that, my sister was like, your mom just died, and the way they had her, handle it didn't seem real. Now, I totally understand that. I do. But at the same time, I also get the fact that, like she said, some people take their job seriously. She's a cop. She was sworn in to uphold the law, to do this and to do that. And so because of that, even though she really wanted to take things in her own hands and handle them, a certain way, because she was angry about what happened to her mom, she had to remember at the end of the day, she is still a cop, right? And I appreciated that, because like she said, okay, so like what dude was doing was wrong, and the guy asked her, he said, well, why don't we just, do we really have to, chase him down, this, that, and the other? And she was like, yeah, we swore, we were doing our job, we have to, we were sworn in, basically. I forget the word she used, but he was like, even if he's right. She was like, even if he's right. And she didn't answer that right away. It took her a minute, because she was a bit torn and a bit conflicted. She was like, yeah, even if he's right. And what she meant was, I understand what he was doing and why he was doing it. She understood that 100%. She had been trying to find these same dudes that this man managed to find in one day. The cops had been trying to find these same people, the same organization that this man managed to find in one day. Right? So, again, you can understand, right? And she understood. She totally understood. But again, she was like, I have to do things according to the law. I have to do things, right. I am a cop. I have to do things right. But yeah, I do get her, almost why she kind of, in the movie, I felt it was as if she was kind of suppressing her feelings, and she was, doing that by delving into her job, like getting into her head first, like she's dead set on doing this, that, and the other, because of what happened to her mom. And so that's understandable to me. I understood that, it was a bit frustrating, sure. Like in your mind, you're thinking, her mom passed away. How come she not acting a fool? But you don't always have to act a fool. There's a way of doing things, a more civilized, taking a more civilized approach, right? You don't always have to, be all reckless and wild and crazy and angry and, because at the end of the day, yes, it hurts. But at the end of the day, like, the cops was telling her, she committed suicide. Yes, she was a beautiful person. You know what I'm saying? But you can't take your anger. You know what I'm saying? Now, given the reason why she committed the suicide, I understood completely how they all felt. Right? And so, like the beekeeper, that's one thing he just kept saying throughout the whole picture, she's the only person that has ever taken care of me. And I thought, wow. Like in the beginning when he said that to her facial expression, the way Phylicia Rashad be looking, man, let me tell y'all, Phylicia Rashad is a beautiful person. Beyond the Hux, aside from the Huxtable days, like past that, she's just a beautiful person. You don't hear no whole lot of nothing about her or her sister really. But Phylicia Rashad, I believe, could play any role. This woman, facial expressions, right, is what get me. When he was talking to her, her facial expressions was so beautiful and calm and relaxed and loving, but at the same time it was almost creepy to me, the way she was looking at him, like she was fixed and doing stuff. Like, I get it, she is, in a way, you're studying this person, in a way you're letting this person know you love them and you care for them, and you understand, and you have patience and kindness. I got all of that out of her facial expression. But at the same time, like I said, I also got, oh my God, she could play she can play a role. I'm not even sure how to explain it, but it was an almost scary, kind of creepy-ish look, right? Even though that was nothing about it was, would cause her to be, it was not that type of movie or nothing. But man, she could definitely play a role like that if she wanted to. She could blow that role completely and totally out of the water. I was like, Lord, just the way she was looking. But I totally understood everything that he did and why. Like, people are doing things. I get it. You feel like, oh, I got hired to do a job and so on and so forth. I don't think. No matter of fact, it's not even. I don't think. I know. I could not allow myself to do a job in a call center, sitting up, knowing that what I'm doing is screwing somebody's life over, and I'm excited and happy about it, and the numbers. No, I could not. My conscience, my spirit, my soul, the good, the bad, the right, and the wrong within me would not allow me to. Would not let that sit well. And that's just me. I don't know about what anybody else would do or how anyone else feels. Oh, that's why I picked this up before I forgot. But I just know that me personally, there's no way I could hurt or scam someone like that. You are screwing with people's lives. Get out there and work like everybody else do, or start your own business or something, create or invent something, but to prey on innocent people. And they prey on, like she said, the ones that are by themselves, that are older, that are confused and don't know how to do this or that or the other, don't really have, anyone around. They prey on people like this, and it's horrible. It's horrible. This again. It's just horrible, to treat people that way, because to do things like that, because you don't know. It could be something that you could just have tapped in and stole somebody's money, and it was the last they needed to pay their rent, or in this case, it's like they targeted people, they feel have, lots and lots of money, basically. I say go after the rich like that. That's not wrong. It's not right. But if you got to target somebody, go after the rich. They're not going to do that, because they know 9 times out of 10, then they going to find you. Okay? And they got so many lawyers, this, that, and the other, that you probably would have a hard time scamming them. But go after them, go hack them, go scam them, go and chase down their accounts and things like that. Leave hard-working, struggling people alone. Leave anybody alone, right? I'm not saying it's right. I don't want to condone nothing like that. I'm just saying I got it in this movie why, even though she shouldn't have did what she did, I wouldn't have committed suicide. I can understand why you would want to, especially now that you're older, and now you got to try to explain and figure out and this, that, and the other. It happens. It happens to so many people. You wouldn't have been the first, and most definitely at this time and point, not the last. But to be honest with you, it had she been upset, this, that, and the other, and he found out about it, he would have fixed it anyway. She didn't know that. There's no way she would have known that yet. But she immediately, when it happened, and she realized what happened, her answer was to take her life. And once he found out why she took her life, the daughter was, because when she came, it just so happened she had told him earlier that day, come here and eat sometime, and and he had just made her, this one is empty, he had just made her some honey, and he was taking her a jar of honey. And when he got to the house, he noticed all the lights was off, the smoke detector alarm was going off, but her car was there, so he knew she was there. And so he picked up a knife. When he got in the house, he grabbed a knife, to defend, not knowing if somebody, had broke in or whatever. And so, he saw her on the couch, you could tell she had killed herself, the gun and everything. And at that very moment, the daughter came in with her gun and put your hands on it behind him and threw him off guard. But he was arrested because he had to first prove that he was, it wasn't him. Because, obviously when you first walk in, you're going to, not knowing that he lived there, you're going to assume that this person did it. And so when they were standing outside and they were asking him, who he was and everything, he said, I'm the beekeeper. I live, she let me stay on the grounds and I'm a beekeeper. And they were like, well, why were you in the house? And he explained, I heard the alarm. I went in, and he was just didn't give too much, didn't give too little. He boom, 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 word for word what happened. I was taking her a jar of honey. The lights were off. Alarm was on. Car was home. So I went in, grabbed the knife, and that's where he saw her. And the way he explained, they were like, are you special ops or something? They asked him, and he was like, as I said, I'm a beekeeper. Took him down, ran him, nothing, let him go. And so she went, the daughter, to apologize, and he's like, it's all right, da-da-da-da. And, and that's when she said, I'm going to get these people, this is why she did what she did. She said, we've been trying to catch these people for I don't know how long, we haven't been able to, da-da-da-da-da. And so him hearing that, he went and he, called, and the lady he called, she was like, hey, why are you calling me on this line? You ain't even supposed to. He was like, I need you to find somebody. He said the FBI, the police, they can't even, and she was like, okay. They all empty, these the owners. I just thought I would try. So the lady, she went ahead, she found him. She was like, yeah, she said it was difficult, but she did find him that same day. So the lady died, let's just say on the Monday. He found out on, she died on a Monday night. Let's just say a Monday night, right? He went to jail that night, to prove, came out that, let's say Tuesday morning. Tuesday he found out what happened. Tuesday he found out where these people were, who they were. Tuesday he blew the whole building up. It was good. He blew the whole building up, right? Blew the whole building up. And then I think he had left it at that because it was them the ones that, caused her to take her life. And he went in and he told them before he said, listen, and he wasn't trying to hurt anyone innocent. He, gave all innocent people, time to get up out that building. He explained what he was going to do before he did it. I suggest y'all leave. He said, I'm going to tell you, he said, before you leave, I need all of y'all to repeat after me. I will never con another person in my life. I will not work for anybody, blah, blah, blah. They was looking at him like, what? So he reached over, grabbed one guy and beat him all in the head. And that's what got their attention. And they all got up all, So he said, now again, I need y'all to repeat after me. So they did. And then he said, now, if you value your life, you got exactly better than that amount of time to get out of here. They took off. Except one guy, one of the sick goons on him. But he took them all out. And sure enough, he told dude, now, after he done whipped everybody butt, he said again, you got to my time. And sure enough, as soon as dude stepped out that door, he walked a good 1, 2, 3 steps and boom, the whole building was gone. He was done at that point. But the person that this dude worked for was like, no, I'll get you some goons, find out who he is, and go get him. And so because they did that, he went on and he was gonna take them all out at that point. And it's just crazy, because it just yet again goes to show about government, how government do a lot of illegal, crazy, sneaky, creepy crap, right? And get away with it until you have someone else in the government that may have the same pull, maybe a little bit more pull, maybe a little bit less, but has the ability to get to you, right? And care. You understand? When you have someone who cares to come in and actually see, this ain't right, it's corrupt, let's fix it, let's change it, regardless of who it is. So that was interesting in that aspect, that yet again, our government, and I will say I don't want to say too much, like I said enough, but it's enough to get you to watch it because it's good. So. But hold on. So let's say the son of the person that was most powerful was the one that was doing all this stuff, and the parent of said son may not have been perfect, but was not aware. You would honestly think that this person was aware of everything the son was doing, but in actuality, as it boiled down toward the end, this person was not, and was ready to tell the truth, was ready, like, listen, if that meant losing everything, they were willing to do it, because this wasn't what their intentions were. And they didn't know that this is really what was going on. There might have been some questions and concerns, but nothing like that ever. And so the boy was like, the son was going to kill the parent. In the end, was about to take the parent out. Now the beekeeper was on the way to get the parent, to eliminate, the parent. Because of what was going on, but ended up eliminating the right person. Ended up eliminating the right person. So anyway, it was really good. I recommend it, and today I'll probably, when I get off, watch Animal, and I will tell you guys about that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. It is 7:30, so you guys enjoy your morning, your hump day. Morning. Say your prayers, not just for yourself, family, friends, and loved ones, but as always, all our brothers and sisters in Christ, we all need prayer, right? And pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me as I pray for you, right? And expect great things, guys. Great things to happen to you, to you, through you, and for you on today. Expect great things. I know I am. I'm expecting the Lord to move mountains, as always in my life. And I know He can. I know that I have the ability, the power, the belief to move the same mountains. Because He left me with that power and that strength. Now I need to learn to tap into it and use it. And use it right. And that is what I am going to be working on the whole month of February. And I'm trusting the Lord to be right by my side, to help me in doing everything that I need to do to accomplish my goals, right? And I feel like in accomplishing my goals, it's going to, like I said before, help me to help others. I truly believe that, y'all. I truly do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I always say that and then keep on talking. I'm not going to do that today. You guys have an amazing day. Be it the Lord's will, I will talk to you. If not later today, most definitely tomorrow. But I'm sure I'll talk to you guys later today. Bye now. Okay guys, I'm on my first break of the day. 9:30, 9:45. He just up sitting by my door. I have to admit, I was gonna use this time to take me a nap. I didn't be out sleepy. Sorry, I was trying to turn the light on using the without using my hands. Get my water out to drink it. I have a taste for something. As always and usual. Don't know what that something is. Chilly up in here. It's chilly in here. It's chilly up in here. Woo. It's a little cold. It's a little cold. You know what, guys? I think I'll just I'll make me a cheese sandwich. And I don't even want to put it on the stove. I was just trying to eat it cold. But, well, actually what I usually do is I get 2 pieces of bread and I'll just put it in the microwave. Just to put a little heat on it. What's stuck in my drawer from opening? Oh, I thought it was one of the knives. I'm sitting up trying to push the knives down and it's not the knives. Put my coffee back. Guys, I'll empty that out. Open up the window for some light. I know what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Don't have a lot of time to do it in, but I know exactly what I'm going to do. I have 2. Oh, thought I wasted. You probably thinking a wrap. Not so much. I got my skillet up high because I don't have a lot of time. It's alive all the time. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive all the time. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Put my cheese down. You know what? I was going to do 2 individually, but I think I'm just going to leave it as one big one and flip it. Yup, that's what I'll do. Okay, I would like a lot of cheese, so each corner. Do that. And I'm just gonna use turkey. Oh, I could use the taco meat. Oh, it's too late though. Oh Christ. Okay, let's see. I think I can. The reason why I say it's too late, y'all, because I had to heat up the meat really quick. I should have already done that if I was going to do this. Didn't think till the last minute. Doggone it. I don't need a lot of meat. I don't want it to get hard. Let's see if I can accomplish. Dang it. It's alive all the time. Survive. Survive. Survive all the time. Survive. So, hot. And I'm gonna flip it. I would have said if I had to use my bigger spatula. Now I can turn it down a bit. I'm gonna make these today. I'm gonna make these tonight. If anybody wants one, if anybody wants one, I'm gonna make it tonight. I'll make it tonight. If anybody wants one, if anybody wants one. Got what you call a tostada. Quesadilla. I could flip it if I wanted to. Fold it is what I'm trying to say. Or I can leave it the way that it is and cut it in triangles. It's alive all the time. I don't know why that song is in my head. It's been in my head for the last couple of days. I think I was talking to my daughter. She started laughing. She's like, what? I think I heard that song. Something I was watching and they had Christiana Rock. This is when she was pregnant because her belly was big. And she was on stage singing that. And when she came out, it's alive all the time. Survive. Survive. Yeah, it was cute. So, y'all see what I made? Super cheesy. Can you see that? Super cheesy. I'm gonna go ahead. A cute little knife. So y'all can see, y'all can't even see me. Cute little knife. Y'all see Chapo down here reaching. It look like you trying to show them me. Yes, I am. That should be good. Small little knife. Yeah, my mom said something the other day that completely had me giggle so hard. I kid you not. My sister was talking about, you know how sometimes you have to deal with people that always talking about they know speaking English when it come down to things that they're doing, supposed to be and not supposed to be doing. Right back, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I had to pee right quick and go and grab my soda and try with everything not to step on the cat who kept jumping in my way, looking back at me like, get out the way, frick. Okay. But because I did that, my break is now over. Oh, Jesus. Let's see. Yeah, a few moments. She said, so she said they always tell me they don't speak English. And my mom was like asking me if they speak of police. I don't know why that was funny to me. I just don't know why. Do they speak of police? Oh, jeez. I don't know why that was funny. I must have been really tired. I'm still tired, to be honest. Do speak of police? So guys, hopefully this is not too hot. Go ahead and try it. Would you guys like to take a bite? Ooh. Thank the Lord in Jesus' name of Nazareth for this food, I pray. Amen. I forgot to say that. I used the churro sausage. I can't remember how to pronounce it. It tastes good. But I don't think I'll use that in my sausage again. I mean, in my taco meat. Anyway, y'all, my break is over. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for hanging out with me for my break. Have a great rest of the day. Yeah, really quick. Because it's time for me to go back to work. I decided to, on my lunch break, take a quick nap. I had the craziest dream. Craziest dream. Yeah, I dreamed that I was working at the old place I used to work at, and I was out. I had the dog Shane there and a cat. I had Chaco. And I was walking Shane and talking to Shane and so on and so forth. And the cat, they was doing fine. And then I had to take him outside. Well, I wasn't walking him, I was with him. I had to take him outside to walk him, I think. And my car was out there. and it was running around and playing, and then all of a sudden it's like Chapo went from being a cat to a dog. And that's when it got a little weird, because it was like Shane was somewhat kind of, maybe a little bit aggressive toward him as he began to, in my dream, look like or appear to be, instead of the cat or dog. But it was like they still kind of got along. And so I'm with them and just trying to keep them calm and everything and not being all crazy. And then I had to go back in to work. I don't know if I was, what I was doing. I don't know if I was making something for lunch or something. I'm not sure 100% what I was doing. But everything was fine until my boss came in, right? And when I was coming back in, she was in the kitchen. And so as I was coming in, you know, she was making coffee or something. She was putting something in the refrigerator. And when they walked in, I was like, they're okay. You know, I was like, you know, all right, be good, and da-da-da-da. You know, they was being good. And then they was all up on her and shaking their tails and stuff. And, you know, she was, you know, talking to him. She was a little bit hesitant. But then she kind of got really close or something she was doing. And I can sense that they began to seem a little hesitant about her. And I was like, you know, still, you know, I was trying to get their attention because it looked like Shane was about to bite her. And I was like, no, you know, stuff like that. And of course, eventually he, you know, calmed down and was wagging his tail. But they looked like they were both going to, you know, chomp on her a little bit. Not sure why or anything, but, you know, I don't know. But anyway, they calmed down. And all of a sudden, I'm there. We sit on the couch or something talking, and my granddaughters were there. And they were, you know, playing and whatever. And the middle one, it was like she was told she couldn't do nothing. She had to pick up something. She dropped the something. She was playing with Barbie dolls, little Barbie dolls. She dropped something and I told her to pick it up. And so it was weird because you had a couch and one was sitting on the couch, my boss was sitting on the couch, and I was sitting on the couch. And when the little one dropped something, I told her to pick it up. You know, she was moving on slow, you know, and she got an attitude. And what she did was she took her little Barbie doll and she slung it at me. And if I hadn't did it like this, it hit me in my eye, my face. So as quick as she did that, I got right up and I launched at her. And I was like, you don't throw nothing at me. And as I'm reaching over and I popped her, the other one was cracking up laughing. So I ended up having to pop her. I was like, ain't nothing funny. I said, funny if I were playing. We not playing. I was like, this is serious. I said, do I look like I'm playing? And so I popped her too. And so then as I'm getting on the other one, hold on. So as I'm getting on the one that threw it, the other one was laughing a bit, and I started to kind of giggle because as I'm reprimanding the middle one for what she did, the way she was acting and behaving, it kind of made me tickle. It was a funniness to it, though the situation wasn't funny at all, you know. And I was clear to make it known that Because like I felt, but like my boss back in the day, her kid would just do whatever, and I was like, I'm not that one. You're not finna do whatever, say whatever, and get over. And be like, oh, it's fine. No, you're not finna throw nothing at me, hit me. I'm not one of them parents where their child or their grandchildren or anything else is allowed to hit them, bite them, anything like that. No, I'm whooping your butt. I'm spanking your bottom. I feel like my dad used to say, you old enough to swing, hit, throw, or anything like that. You old enough to deal with the repercussions behind it. Now, I don't mean that you have to seriously hurt them or anything like that. Just like to let them know that there's going to be something behind it. Like, no, we don't do that. And like I said, the little way she was acting, it was so funny. I mean, it just made me giggle a bit. So I'm trying to, teach her, get on her butt without laughing, But when I jumped up, I was pissed off. We're not doing that. But like I said, as I was spanking her, but it was things that she was saying and doing that just that tickled me. And then I woke up. And as I woke up, I'm laying there. I had felt like I'd been asleep for hours, right? It just was a few moments. And I woke up, I looked, I made sure I had not overslept. Because I almost did that once. I made sure I did not oversleep. Looked at the time. And I saw that it was fine. So I just kind of closed my eyes for a few more moments. And it made me think, for some reason, back when we were dealing with that explosion and we could not go back to our apartment, and we had to get a room, and I had Shane in the room, and in the room, the hotel, whatever, they ended up calling because he wouldn't stop barking. Like it's like anxiety, separation anxiety or whatever. He just wouldn't stop. So I had to leave work and go and get him and go back to work. It was so stressful, you guys. It was so stressful. Seriously, that was beyond stressful time in my life. And I know it was equally stressful for him, right? Being displaced like that. So he was in the car. This is when I had like that little truck, I think. My mom's rendezvous I had. And so he was in the truck. I had the window cracked or whatever. And it was crazy because my boss's daughter came out. And she's, oh, he's so young and 30. He's just barking away, which he normally don't do. And as she was walking toward the vehicle, he started to growl at her. She jumped back, and I'm glad he did that before she put her hand, because she's about to put her, hand in the window. Now, some said he did that because, given the situation, he's already stressed, and you're walking upon him You're walking up on him. It's like you are you're invading his territory, right? He's already stressed, and which is strange because this is unlike him. He's never done anything like that. So that's why I was like, okay, it had to be that he's stressed given the situation. It's hot out. He's in the car. He don't know where he is. He's constantly looking for me, and here I am standing out talking to somebody, and this somebody's just walking up, on the car. So basically walking up on him. I get it, but I also felt like, he knew too that they weren't good people. They weren't the worst people. But, I believe he knew that deep down this wasn't the best person ever. Not that any of us are, but sometimes, people can have ulterior motives. People can, pretend to be nice when they're really not, and I think he sensed that as well, because like I said, he's never growled at anyone like that. It was just so stressful. It was so freaking stressful, y'all. It was crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. It was just, whew. I can share that with y'all maybe later today. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead I'll stay focused on what I'm doing as my break is over. But yeah, it was definitely a stressful time. And I'll be more than happy to share with you guys a little bit later as to what all took place. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work and talk to you guys later. Bye.